Hello everyone, I'm Ryan with What Game Next. Tonight we're going to be doing some Commander Legends Sealed League. So how that works is we all opened a box of Commander Legends and we built a Commander deck out of the contents with no other outside cards. And then each week we've added 6 packs to our pool to expand our deck and try and make it better. I'm playing with Nekusar, the Mindrazor. He's a Grixis blue, black, red commander. And it's always a good time. I'm just waiting now on the other people that I'm playing with to be ready to go. And I'm cleaning my Infinitokens so that I can use them. They're not as much needed in the Nekusar deck as they are in my Ojutai deck, but it helps to have them, ready to go. Okay. So, like I said, I started with Commander Legends, and then so did everybody else for this league. The other league, you can start with any base set you want. This one was to inaugurate Commander Legends coming out, so I started with Commander Legends, and then I went to Guilds of Ravnica to try and get some sweet Dimir stuff. Got a lot of good cards out of that. Then for week 2, which technically for week 3, the week we're in now, because the first week is no added sets, I opened Throne of Eldraine, and although I opened a lot of really good cards, my pack open was actually really, really sick. I got 3 mythics in 6 packs. Unfortunately, they weren't in my colors, so I couldn't really add them to the existing deck that I have. But that pack opening video is on my VODs on Twitch or on my YouTube channel, if you want to check those out. I did one stream where I opened the Throne of Eldraine packs for Commander Legends League, and I also opened Ikoria packs for the regular league. I'm glad it's Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. All right, I think they're just about ready. Just letting him know that it would be better if one of them created the spell table room, because for me, I do the spell table on an older laptop that I have, and that plus, like, if I'm hosting the room and trying to stream stuff, it's a pretty big drain on the resources. I think we are just about ready to go. Hey Striker, good to see you again. We're just getting ready to start. This is our Commander Legends game. This is the Nekusar deck. Did you get a chance to watch the rest of the last box league game with Dragon Lord Ojutai? It was kind of insane. Without spoiling too much, my Dragonlord Ojutai deck. Okay, well, the video on demand is still on here if you want to go back and check it out later and catch the end. But the way that it ended is I had all of them at 18 commander damage, the other 3 people, and then I got to a point where in 3 turns I killed all 3 of my opponents, one after the other, with commander damage with Dragonlord Ojutai. I managed to keep Golos from coming into play, except for that one time, and then I had killed him. All right, it looks like we are just about ready to go here. Thank you, it was crazy. I've never bodied somebody with a commander like that, like all 3 other people. That was kind of nuts. Hello, hello.
Yellow.
How's it going?
It's going okay. I gotta set up my lights next, but wanted to get the game going so people could hop in and know who you're here.
Right. I don't know if we're going to have a 4th. I posted in the general channel just kind of, telling people, hey, we have a spot open, but nobody seems to have replied, so.
Okay. I mean, I'll take a 3-player game, and if it's a little quicker, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Striker,
Right, I'll be back in a sec.
Giving Ojutai vigilance in the early game, and then just being able to attack every single turn, draw a card, and defend and all of that stuff was really backbreaking. It helped that my opponents didn't see me as the big threat until pretty much until I was killing them all. That they assumed the big threat was Golos the whole time, and so kind of kept Golos down. So yeah, I added Throne of Eldraine to my pool for this week, for this deck, the Nekusar deck, and I got a couple nice cards for it. Hey.
Hello. Sorry all for the delay.
That's no problem. I'm just talking to somebody on my stream and shuffling my enormous deck.
Always a challenge, especially with sleeves.
Right? So in the Throne of Eldraine packs, I opened a full art Oko, a foil Garruk, and a non-foil Garruk in 6 packs. It was pretty nutty. But unfortunately, Nekusar doesn't like green, so they're not in the deck.
All right, we'll give it another minute or two, but probably we won't have a 4th.
Yeah,
that I'll randomize three times.
That's my guess.
Oh.
So, what did you guys pick for your packs for this week?
I picked Commander, or not Commander. I picked Core Set 2021, because it's been a very kind core set to me, and I've had a lot of great stuff out of the box, and it's been really good for decks. And this week I opened like basically all off-color useless rares. They're good cards. They're just not cards that go in this deck. I did get a Grim Tutor, an extended art one, as like a 7th rare out of the 6 packs, and that's okay. But basically, I added 4 cards or 3 cards. One of which was just taking out the 5-mana sorcery, white sorcery that's exile a creature enchantment, and replacing it with the 5-mana white sorcery, exile a non-land permanent. Its controller makes a 1/1 soldier. Like
Slightly better, yeah.
Like we're at that level of like, okay, I did get a chance to try last week an enchantment that I added in that I thought would do.
Yeah,
good,
Oko's kind of crazy.
It's the white 3-mana enchantment from Commander Legends that at the end of each turn, if you've lost life that turn, make a
yeah.
And I had it for like 3 turn cycles, and I never lost life. Like it was just not an active card. So I think I just swapped that for Grim Tutor, and I'm like, I'll just go grab something useful instead. Like it was just it was not many swaps, unfortunately, but it's okay. I am 2 for 2 with my deck, so like it is certainly not hurting for the ability to win a game.
Nice. Yeah, I opened Throne of Eldraine this last week to add to Nekusar, and I ended up pulling 3 mythics, and none of them could go on my deck. So I opened a full art Oko, a foil Garruk, and a non-foil Garruk in 6 packs.
Oh wow! I might have switched into green-blue, some sort of green-blue commander, just to be able to play Oko. That card is very silly in games.
It can be, yes.
I opened 3 packs of Double Masters, and like only switched 4 cards because like my rares are like I got a Darksteel Forge, and it's like, well, I'm not really artifacts, and so that was my mistake. Was like, oh wait, this is like a heavy artifacts sub theme, and like there's some good stuff to add to like 5 color, but then not really. Like at least not within the theme of this Cascade silliness.
Yeah, my pack luck's been pretty good, but I've also had some really bad pack luck in
right,
like
I'm gonna randomize
2019.
3 times. Make sure order is random. Once, twice, and thrice. The 3rd time I hit it, it literally randomized us into the same spots.
That's what it looked like. All right, there we go. I just had to flip one of your videos to make it look the right way.
I will keep the second.
Oh, I should probably quit shuffling at some point. So we have the last Sliver, Cascade Nuttiness, and then we have Colfenor, the last U. So we have the first Sliver and the last U, and then me in between them. Masterpiece Crypt is definitely a nice open. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this is a keeper. You guys don't mind if I accelerate the crap out of this game, right?
Please do.
No.
Okay, I will do that.
Not mind. If this game goes to 3 hours and I cast the same 7 spells over and over to win, something has gone terribly wrong.
Okay, I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, Colfenor.
I think I'll give this a try. Yeah, yeah. This is great. Okay, we're set.
Okay. Awesome. I will draw, and I will play a Path of Ancestry tapped, and pass turn.
That's a good card. I have one of those too, I think. Or maybe it's in my other deck.
I'm just gonna play a forest and say go.
Okay, I'm going to do Island Go.
All right. Untap. Draw. I will play a mountain and pass. That mountain is very reflective. There we go.
Yeah, it seems like you have a light like directly above your play space, so it's shining right on that one spot.
I just
Unfortunately,
played
so.
a swamp and passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys said you were okay with acceleration, so here we go. I'm going to play a swamp, a jeweled lotus. I'm going to crack the lotus for red, and play Nekusar.
Oh. So I'm about to take 2 damage.
Yep, and draw 2 cards. That's the good part.
Yeah. Okay. I draw 2 cards and I take 2 damage.
So
Going
Colfenor
38.
is a 3/7
Okay.
with vigilance and reach, and when it or another creature dies, you can take something with less toughness from your
do-
discard and put it into your hand.
Forest. And we're going to tap 3 to play Burnished Heart. And 1, 2, 6, 7. Faster.
Turn 2 Nekusar is pretty good. Oh boy, what do we have there? An elf.
Far-seeking elf.
Oops,
Basic
I have
land.
myself muted because I'm eating ice cream. Yeah, so I'm gonna seek a plains onto the battlefield, tap, and say go.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to play a swamp. And then I'll tap a blue and cast Preordain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep both on top and then draw a card. Did I draw 2 initially? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No.
Just draw a card and keep rolling.
Yeah, I'm short
No
one.
worries.
We are not gonna sweat it. This is gonna be a rocking game.
Yes.
All right, and then I'm going to attack Stibbs with Nekusar.
Okay, I feel like I deserve that.
And then after that, I'm done.
Okay. Untap. Draw 2 and take 2. 2.
So I have a Tevish Zat in my hand for turn 5. Should be good.
We'll play a plains. And
Plains. Everybody has all their colors except for me. I don't have my red.
okay.
You're drawing the right number of cards to find it soon.
That's true.
Let's
That is true.
tap 2 to play Ordeal of Nylea on the Burnished Heart. And we're going to go to combat and swing at Ryan. And we're going to put a counter on it. And it'll be swinging for 3.
I feel like I deserve that.
After that, we will go to instep and looking for my counters. So I'll be right back.
I'll untap, keep and draw.
And you drew 2 and took 2?
I did not. I
Okay.
even moved the counter off that reminds me, and I didn't do the thing. Play land. Play Commander Sphere. And then I'm going to play Core Celebrant. Core Celebrant says whenever it or another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain 1 life.
That makes sense.
And then I might as well poke Ryan for 1. Go ahead.
Oh, and I took 2 from Burnished Heart, or is it 3 with
3.
the...
It has a +1/+2
for the
counter from
ordeal.
Nylea's Blessing. Yeah.
Yes.
Ordeal of Nylea.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm at 36. Got it. All right, here we go. Draw 2.
I have now run out of ice cream counters. It is very sad.
Oh.
That is sad. All right, I'm going to play Rupture Spire. So I can get my 3rd color here. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'll tap 2, and I will cast Reeve Soul on the Burnished Heart.
Oh no! Destroying target creature with power 3.
Or
And
less,
I do not
yes.
have enough mana. So yep, Burnished Heart and the Ordeal dead.
I did not like the way that it poked me, so there we go. And I'll pass. I'm not going to attack this turn.
All right, untap. Upkeep, draw. I will draw 2 and take 2. Let's play another planes. Okay. We will tap 4 to play Keeper of the Accord. Yes. I'll either get planes or soldiers at the end of your insteps if you control more lands or creatures than I do. And I will pass.
I plan on doing neither of those things.
All right. Going to pay 3 and cast a Fleshbag Marauder.
Oh, that's just dirty.
Goodbye, Keeper of the Accord.
I'll sacrifice my Farhaven Elf. I will gain 1 life. I will play my land for the turn. And then I will play something.
Are you sure?
I will play a Numa Draga Chieftain, Gain a Life. This is the guy that lets me pay XX to put X counters on at the beginning of combat, some elf.
Okay.
And then I will just poke you for 1, Ryan. Say go.
That's so mean. All right. Draw 1. I will play an island. Well, I am going to... no, I'm not. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to pass my turn.
All right. Wait, Nekusar is still on the battlefield?
Nope, he is gone because of the flesh bag.
Oh, because of the sack. Yes.
Yep.
And sack. But you draw a single card. Okay. Play a plains. And... we will tap 2 and play Armillary Sphere.
That's a good one.
Yes, and no, I think we're gonna just tap 2 and crack it to
Go get
search
2 lands.
for an island and a swamp and put them onto the battlefield tapped. And that'll be my turn.
Armillary Sphere puts lands into your hand.
Ah, it's my hand. Ah, right. It is to my hand, yes. So
you can play one if you haven't played one. Play the land for the turn. But
I was a silly and played a land. But yes, the swamp. And...
So how's everybody doing tonight? You play a lot of Commander? Do you, if so, what's your favorite Commander?
And shuffle. And how many cards? Definitely have more than 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. The card we will discard. This hand. We'll discard.
Yeah, Onto the Battlefield was too good.
Commons.
all right.
Uh-oh.
I will pay 6 and cast my commander.
In response?
Yep.
Fury Cannonade?
Sure. Fury Cannonade deals 2 damage to each
Non-pirate. Yep.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Colfenor will enter the battlefield. I will gain 1 life.
Partner is really good in Commander.
And then I will poke Ryan 1 more time. My 1/4.
Makes sense.
Go ahead.
Wow. That's really loud. All right. I am going to tap 5 and cast Tevish Zot.
Oh, the Zot is on the board.
And I will create 2 Thrall tokens. And then I will pass.
All right. I will untap. Keep.
Tevish Zot is going
Raw.
to allow me, if it's still alive on my turn, I am going to use my Coercive Recruiter to steal the last U, and then sack it
Island.
with the
And then
Tevish
I
Zot.
will tap red, black, green, blue flames to cast the first sliver. I'm going
man.
as it shares a creature type with my commander. I will first scry 1 for Path of
Yep.
Ancestry. And yeah, let's put that on the bottom. And then let's cascade. Swamp. Thicket. A Fertilid. Fertilid. So Fertilid.
It's a
Cast.
Fertilid.
And then first sliver will enter after that. Anything you want to do with my hand? No. We shall pass. And these will go to the bottom in a random order.
Have any of you guys played on spelltable before?
All right.
Did you catch everything that happened, or?
The cascade with the Fertilip?
Well, and on my turn too, because you had walked away.
No, I was here. I saw you cast.
Oh, okay,
Second Shot.
okay. I thought you rushed over. Okay.
Play land for the turn, and then. Pay 2 for a Prophetic Prism. Draw a card.
Okay. Uh-oh. It's a lot
It's
of...
it's not that scary. I'm gonna play Nadir, Agent of Duskanel. I keep wanting to saying Duskneal. I don't know why.
Ah, okay. So yeah, it's a big cost, but it's not...
Duskanel cut and dry. And then I will go to gain a life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go to combat and attack Zevashat.
Well, that's so rude. I will block the... I'll block the U with one of the tokens, and then he'll take 1.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, draw my card. I will play a swamp for the turn. Okay, I'm going to play Coercive Recruiter. When it enters, whenever another part enters the battlefield under my control, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature until end of turn. It gains haste and becomes a pirate. So I'm going to take the last U.
Oh, for some Zot points.
That's interesting, isn't it? And then I'll go to combat, and I will attack I will attack Stibbs just with you. And then I will +1 Zot to sacrifice another creature or planeswalker. If I do, I draw 2 cards and then draw another one if it was a commander. So I draw 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fair since he killed my commander. Let's see.
The Colfenor also has a triggered ability when it goes to the graveyard.
But
Do
it went
you
for
have that trigger, or do I do?
the Colfenor. Oh, I get the trigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So something with I don't have any creatures in my graveyard. That's sad.
Oh.
4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 7 cards in my hand. All right, pass turn.
All right. Untap. Keep. Draw. Okay.
Yeah, shouldn't Fertilid have counters on it, or does it and we just can't see them?
It. Apologies.
Oh,
There.
okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yes.
I see it.
Yeah. It did blend in with its art. Let's see. I like that. I do like that. Okay. Well, going to go to combat, and we're going to swing the 7 of the first sliver at Zot.
See, that is just so mean.
We've seen what you do with Zot. I think it's
I'll-
okay now.
I'll block with the I'll block with the token.
Okay. 1 damage marked on first
No, it's a
sliver.
0/1.
Oh, it's a 0/1. No damage.
Yeah.
Right. Drain. Okay. Not play the land for turn. We will play Swamp. And then we will tap a green and a blue. And 2 planes. And the mountain. And we will cast Emoti Celebrant of Bounty for 5. Which will first Cascade. So, Mountain. Slaughter the Strong. I choose not to cast
Are you sure?
Slaughter the... Yes. And so Slaughter the Strong and this mountain will go in a random order to the bottom. But then Emoti will enter, and spells I cast with converted mana cost 6 or greater have Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
Then, do we want to... Let's get another Cascade out of this. So we're going to tap blue, black, white mana to cast Scuttling Sliver, as it shares
Ooh.
a creature card. The Path of Ancestry mana will scry 1. We'll put that to the bottom. And then we will begin the Cascade trigger. Definitely not a Meteoric Mace. Definitely not a Kodama. Not that. Looking for 2 or less. Amorphous Axe. So Amorphous Axe will be cast and gets +3/+0 and is every other creature type. And with that, that's my turn.
That seemed like a turn.
The cascades cascade into other cascades. Eventually.
I do not like the position we seem to find ourselves in here.
All right. I'm gonna pay 4 for Keeper of the Accord.
Mhm.
Gain a life.
So many keepers.
We are keeping it real here. I'll be here all night. Hmm. And then I'm going to pay 3 and put a Pen Blade onto the battlefield.
Oh, thank you.
Much equipment.
Oh, pin and blade.
And then I will pass.
All right. Untap. Draw us a card. I would like another land, please. Um, I'm going to +2 Tevish Zot. Create my 2 thralls again. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast Foreboding Fruit, targeting myself. So I will draw 2 cards, and I will lose 2 life, and I will create a food token.
Nom 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 nom.
That's right.
Nice.
Okay, draw 2 cards. And play a land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will discard Azumi the Dead Tide, and I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn,
Will Stibbs get a plains, I think?
yeah, you have 8 lands. I have 7, so I will go get a plains.
Yep, I do have 8.
Untap. Keep raw. Got it. Evil. One.
I feel like
2.
I'm being targeted by both here, which is making me really uneasy.
5,
Just because of Tevish.
6, 7. We will tap 7 to play or attempt to cast a meteor golem, which will.
Yeah, that's going to target Tevish Zod, I think.
Yes.
So I will respond to the Meteor Golem.
Right.
So there's still a
There is
cascade.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a Cascade trigger.
Right. And so the cascade we get is Council's Judgment. Yeah. No matter what, we get Zot. Lovely.
Hold
Lovely.
on.
Okay. Oh,
Uh,
well, I guess, yeah, this could get countered too. So,
yep.
yes, Council of Judgment will resolve.
No, it's
Mal-
it's not going to resolve. You're gonna put it on the stack, and I'm gonna respond to that.
right.
Um, oh, so you're both gonna vote for Zot. Okay, so I'm gonna tap 5, and I'm gonna cast Forceful Denial. It's counter target
Ooh.
spell Cascade.
No-
I'm gonna counter, or I'm gonna target the Golem the um, with the counter, and then Cascade trigger. Um, okay, that's interesting. So I'm gonna cast a Bitter Revelation.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So I will put this and this into my hand. These two go to the discard. The discarded ones are a Swamp and a Murder, and I lose 2 life.
Okay.
Okay, so that all resolves. Then Council's Judgment resolves.
Right. So I vote for Tepesh Zot.
And then the
So here's an
sorry,
interesting thing. So if you vote for something other than Tevish Zot, and so do I, then we kill 3 things if they're all tied.
Yes, yes. So you could vote for something as long as it's something that I don't control. So you could vote for another thing, Stibbs, and they both would get exiled.
right, but it's a thing you don't control, so I can't exile something of yours.
Oh
You
yeah,
cannot
that's
exile something
not
of
so
mine.
good.
You can exile, yeah, only something of Ryan's or yourselves. Yeah.
Right. The real catch is that if I don't vote for the Planeswalker, that is also a legal thing for Ryan to vote for after me.
It is.
Exactly. So it does, yeah.
So I am going to, as appealing as it would be to try to remove 2 things from the not Cascade Sliver player, I don't think Ryan will appreciate 2 things going away instead of 1. So I'm going to choose the Planeswalker as well.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I will also choose the Planeswalker because it doesn't matter. And that gets exiled or destroyed.
Exiled, the golem gets countered. Yeah. Okay. And
I wonder if I should have countered the Judgment and let the Meteor Golem go through, since that would only destroy it, but I don't know.
It's also 1 less creature, which is kind of relevant.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. I will go to combat and I will swing the first sliver at you, Ryan.
Why me? You just got rid of my threat.
I did.
I'll
Yeah.
put a token in front of it.
System. Help! I'm playing Commander.
I will pitch a token to it.
Yeah. I shouldn't. Yeah. Pass turn.
How many lands do you control?
I control 9. Do I control 9 now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I only control 8.
Okay.
But he does control more creatures than you. Yeah.
You do more. Yes, you do get a token.
I will draw my token when I have more downtime. I like to make cute doodles. All right. Untap. Upkeep draw. I am going to check what's on the battlefields. We have a 3/1 Emoti.
So I got Bitter Revelation
Yes.
off,
We have a 2/2 Fertilid.
which is look at the top 4 cards,
is
put 2 of
not
them in my
fertilizing
hand,
very
and the other
much.
2 into my graveyard,
no.
and pay 2 life.
Creature?
Oh, this? Or this?
Yeah.
So we have a Scuttling Sliver and an Amorphous Axe.
Okay. Scuttling Sliver has... You can pay 2 to untap the creature, which seems... Okay. You don't have enough to untap your commander, but I don't think I have an attack. I'm going to use this window since counter spells and whatnot seem down for the moment, and replay my commander.
It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I gain 1 life when that token entered the battlefield, and then I gain 1 life when my commander enters the battlefield.
Yes.
Yep.
Those are things. Okay, and then my best attack is against Ryan, but I don't. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave my shields up and say go.
All right. Well, I appreciate the thought. So I'll draw a card. I'll play a land. Now I need to get some cards out of my hand. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to put Vow of Torment on the first sliver.
Oh.
Then what I'm going to do, it's +2/+2 and Menace. And it can attack me or a planeswalker I control.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to cast Vow of Flight on the last U.
Ah.
Huh.
Well, we'll be attacking.
All right.
Flying tree style.
And that gets enough cards out of my hand, so I'm going to pass.
How many lands do you have?
I guess 1 more now, so 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Over here, wishing
I
I could
have-
find a mountain.
I have 8 lands, so I get another plains.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. It's about torment. I do not have any reach creatures. That is very big old
It's-
flying
It's
tree.
almost like you set us up for this. Except your 9/9 is way gonna outrace me.
The council turned against me, so I had to do what I had to do.
Yes. Okay. Well, what are we going to do with our mana? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
On the other hand, Stibbs, you can block the sliver. It doesn't have flying; it just has menace. So you just have to throw 2 things in front of it.
But it's a 9/9, which eats my commander.
It does, yes.
I will tap 3 to play Promise of Tomorrow, an enchantment. It will exile creatures I control, and if I control no other creatures, I'll sacrifice this enchantment and then return all creatures exiled with it to the battlefield.
Ah, that's interesting.
Which doesn't really work with Cascade, but it does other things. Let's see, how much mana do we got?
It's kind of sort of recursion.
Yep.
5 mana. What do we do? We're going to uh, 4 again, and we will play a Face Feathers on Colfenor.
Okay.
I will gain 4 life, and Colfenor can't attack or block. And it doesn't have activated abilities, but
It doesn't mean to. I don't play it for its activated abilities. You're correct.
it still recurs things. It just can't attack me for now. So that's or block. So I will go to combat and I will swing my 9/9 menace commander at Eustace.
I will not block.
Found
Or hang on.
religion.
Will I? Let me hang on.
Value.
So this is an interesting thing we find ourselves in, where neither of the other two commanders can attack me, only each other, and so now they're like putting enchantments on each other to stop things from happening.
I will block with my core celebrant and my Nadir, Agent of Dusk.
Okay. There'll be no effects here.
Okay. I mean, go to damage, right?
Yes, yeah.
How are you going to assign the damage? That's the question.
All right. Well, I mean, there's 4 toughness on the yeah. So 4 toughness on there, and then the remaining on Nadia.
Bold, killing both of them.
Give you maximum value.
Colfenor's ability will trigger twice. I'll return something other than Celebrant with less than 4 toughness, which will be Nadir, and then something other than Nadir with less than 3 toughness, which will be Farhaven Elf.
Mm-hmm. You will get 3.
And when Nadir goes to the graveyard, I get Elves equal to his power, which is going to be 3 of them.
So many elves.
Many, many elves.
I will draw my pointy ear boys when I have more time.
All good. And yep, pass to you.
Let's see, and you have.
Don't forget to put your Farhaven elf back out.
Wait.
They go to my hand.
Oh, they go to your hand. Oh, that's okay. I thought they went to play. I was like, that's super good, but no. Okay.
No, yeah. There's the Ikoria mutate one that just puts stuff onto the battlefield. They're like BFFs. But yeah, you didn't play a land, and you still have just 4 creatures. So
yeah. Nothing gained, but I mean the value.
My flying Colfenor has found religion, which is incredible. All right, I'll draw for the turn.
a delivery.
Step 1.
I don't like that there's multiple steps going on here.
I'm going to play Nadir's Nightblade. So whenever a token I control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain.
Yeah, I don't like that. Stibbs, it seems like your connection
1
choked
life.
up. Okay, you're back.
Okay, you said you don't like that. Are you doing something?
I can't do anything about it, but I don't like it.
Okay, you're just letting me know. I agree.
Yes.
You probably will not like it. I'm gonna pay 6 and replay Nadir.
Okay.
Apologies there. Just realized I had a delivery arrive.
I'm going to pay 1 black mana, and as an additional cost, I guess I will sacrifice my white soldier to pay for Spark Harvest, destroy target creature or planeswalker. I have chosen the first Sliver.
All right. First Sliver will.
So we each lose 1 life and you gain 1?
Yes. Nadir's Nightblade will trigger.
Right.
And Nadir sees the token go to the graveyard, so I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Nadir.
Right. And then it will get. My Sliver will die, get exiled with Promise Tomorrow, but I could choose to put it to command.
Yeah, you get to choose
Yes.
which one.
It's a trigger, a state-based trigger. So you'll exile it because it's a replacement effect.
Right. And
then you choose, and you can choose to leave it there, or you can choose to move it to the command zone. And if you leave it there,
the command zone.
Yeah. If you leave it there, you stick with it.
Yeah.
Your soldier got beheaded.
Yeah, I realized I can just do this, and then make pointy ears, and I have my elves.
Oh, there you go.
So I just went with like the quickest swap I could. Doot. I've gained 1 life already. I Spark Harvested a thing. I need to put a +1/+1 counter on Nadir. I'm having trouble seeing what's on your board, Ryan. Like that top row of.
Well, the top row is the enchantments that are on your guys' creatures.
Gotcha. Okay. I think the ones in your.
Well, actually, the black one is in the graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm out of mana, but I will. I guess continue to not have a good attack and pass.
Okay, at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this Nightblade thing is like part of this combo where you like sack the one and then get it back and do a bunch of damage and stuff. So I'm going to play wrong turn, and the Nightblade is suddenly going to end up on Dylan's side of the board.
Oh. Okay. I have a Nightblade.
All right. That's interesting.
Yeah, I need a sack outlet and like 50 mana. But yes, I could do a weird loop thing. Over a long enough course, that adds up. So yeah, getting ahead of it is totally a reasonable shot to make.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Replay my commander. And then I will pass. So don't forget to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
Yes, I'll untap, upkeep, draw 2, lose 2, going to 35. Okay, now what is the best play here?
I mean, you could just replay your commander. That would be a thing.
That could, and that would get me a Cascade, which is probably what I want to do. So yes, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to cast my commander with Path of Ancestry. We'll scry 1, and yep, that'll go to the bottom. Yep, and then we will. That's where I should move stuff around for easier Cascade. There we go.
It is, but I didn't get a whole breacher
Yeah.
in my
Tedis,
box.
Emberclaw Familiar. So this will be cast first, and then the first Sliver will enter. And yep, whenever a commander I control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
No. And with that, I have but 1 mana. I will pass. And I think, Stibbs, you probably get a creature at this point.
Yeah, I mean, how many creatures and lands do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands.
Still just 8 lands. Yeah, I have 5 creatures, so I'll just I get my soldier again. Maybe I should have kept the soldier. I'll draw another one.
The beheaded soldier of doom.
Alright, I will draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
I believe he only has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because one of them is the axe, the amorphous axe is one of the cards that are there, and then I don't remember what the other one is.
Play land.
Man, you know it'd be really nice? A mountain. A mountain would be fantastic.
I'm going to pay 3 for my Farhaven elf and go get another forest. Seems fine.
Hey Stibbs,
Yeah.
you have 3 elves. You have
Yep.
the 4/4 now elf, and you have your commander. What is the card above the elf?
Oh, this is Keeper of the Accord.
Okay, so you had 6 creatures.
Last turn. You're right. I'm not counting that as a creature. Cool.
Yeah. Even though he's praying and found religion, he's still a creature.
He is still a creature, and we must respect his creaturehood. Thank you.
It was actually
None.
Striker on my stream pointed it out. I didn't catch it.
Thank you, Striker.
Yeah, I kind of now look at this as like, okay, well, I don't have my commander attack with, but I have him as an enchantment. And that's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not in a hurry to sacrifice my commander. That's for sure. All right. I have done a land for the turn, and then I want to. I'm going to play Bitter Revelation.
Okay.
So
There's a lot of bitter reviling going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up losing 2 life, and then I look at the 4 cards. I put 2 in my hand, and 2 in the graveyard.
Yep, and it does not count as a draw, unfortunately.
That's okay. I still took 2.
But you could have taken 4, which would have been better.
This is true. A card I will discard is a Phyrexian Rager, which is way less of a deal with Nekusar around. And guess Ancient Animus? Guess that's okay. The other 2 in my hand.
I mean, that could be a way to make your tree angry, even though it's found religion.
Yes. And then I will pay 4 and equip the Pennon Blade onto, I guess, Nadir.
Ah.
It's okay. Pennon Blade doesn't give it any other abilities, but it's
That's still pretty
gigantic.
good.
Yeah. And then I will go to combat.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. I will just pass again. Need to
Wow.
I need to find a way to crack open with my deck.
Well, you could just not. That'd be good too. So I will draw 2 cards and start my turn here. Boy, that's a really interesting card I just drew. But I don't think now is the time to play it. All right, well, I'm going to start with playing Humble Defector. That should be fun, right?
The most dangerous of games.
Okay, I'm going to tap 2. Oh, does that work? Yeah, I'm gonna tap 2 and play Flood of Recollection.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to return Murder to my hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pass the turn and threaten you all with murder.
Yeah.
All right, there, baby geeks.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
So on my turn, I'm going to, or at the end of Stibbs' turn, I'm going to murder that giant elf that creates tokens, and then on my turn, I'm going to cast Feast of Succession and kill everything.
Let's embrace Sally. We're gonna tap green and 2 planes to
Did
play.
you draw before you do anything
Oh
else?
wait,
Did
I
you draw a
draw
second card
another.
and take 2 life? Okay.
I did not. I drew a single card. So yes, I do draw a second card and I go down to 33. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yes, I will tap 3 for Reclamation Sage, and I'm going to target Pin Blade.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
I mean, it just seems like you're going to get value off of it. So
Value is the name of the game.
value is the name. So we will tap red, black, and another white mana. We're going to attempt to
It's a good question. It's
unlicensed
perceived like
disintegration
perceived power.
Colfenor.
How much? Oh, it doesn't deal damage. That's the destroy if you control.
And if I control an artifact, it will deal 3 to you. And I control Amorphous Axe.
What is the name of the card?
Unlicensed Disintegration. A instant destroy target creature if I control an artifact. It deals 3 to that creature's controller.
I believe that should have to be licensed. That seems really good.
Sure. You've spent 2 removal spells on my commander. I'm okay with that.
You
So
do get some value back.
yeah, it's going to go to the graveyard. I will choose to return it to my command zone. Those enchantments on it go away. And basically I get to return anything I have in my graveyard right now to hand. There's not that many choices. Or any creature, I should say, because 7 toughness is the thing.
Could I make a suggestion?
You're welcome to, sure.
Phyrexian Rager would be my suggestion.
I had a feeling. I do like drawing cards. I think I may instead opt for the Core Celebrant.
Yeah.
Which
counter that life loss with life gain.
but do I want that or yeah? No. Actually I want Numa.
Really?
I'll put Numa in hand.
Okay. I will play a Terramorphic Expanse. I will end turn and crack it.
Seems good.
Or search for a swamp. I will control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If that matters for the keeper.
Yeah, it seems like what they're doing is much more
I jumped
powerful
up
than
to
what I'm
11
doing
now,
right now.
so it probably won't ever again. But how many creatures do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I have 7 creatures.
Okay. Then I will get a soldier this time. I'll untap. I'll draw 2 and take 2.
Oh, and now my vow of flight went away too. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and my face feathers also goes to the.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully I land tapped.
If I ever draw some mountains, I have a Soulfire Eruption in my hand. Yeah, I was initially thinking of murdering his Sliver and then doing the Feast of Succession, but then all of his stuff will just come back. I think I'm going to instead leave his first Sliver up and just murder everything else in play. Unfortunately, it means Nekusar is going to die again, but
very awkward casted cards in my hand. I will simply. I'm going to replay my commander.
bold choice.
10. Dylan.
Yes.
You have two 1/1 green elves and a 1/1 soldier attacking you.
Just so you know, if you block them, his other guy grows. And then we'll just make more guys.
I'll just loop. Yeah. I'll take no blocks. I'll take 3.
That still works for me. And then I will go to the end of my turn, and I will put Numa back into the graveyard because I have too many cards in hand.
Okay, so
Go.
that's at the end of your turn. So end of your turn, I'm going to murder the tree.
Murder the what?
Your tree. Your commander.
Okay. Am I allowed to actually keep this out, or should I try to figure out a different way to play my deck? I just want to ask so I can actually like try to play, because like I clearly don't have a lot else going on. But if we're just gonna keep killing it, I won't replay it. It makes it much easier.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I know you had the murder, but I thought you would do like maybe anything to the guy who's going to cascade us to death. So,
Well, I'm going to, but I
just want to make sure I get hit really hard too. I got
no.
I get it.
No, it's not. It's not that at all. You'll see when I get to my turn what I'm going to do, and it will make sense.
Can't do anything because I don't have more room in my hand. So,
Okay.
What will you get back with the Colfenor?
no, it doesn't matter because I go back up to 8 and then I still have to discard back down. And I just discard. So I can get the Numa back and put it back. If I had like what's his name, Tormod out, like that would be a little more cute because I'd be like making like zombies as I go. But yeah, I don't have anything else going on.
Okay.
And I'm trying to
I'm
set
going
up a turn where I can attack.
I'm going to tap the Defector to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to give it to Stibbs.
Okay.
And then don't make a token for it because I'm about to do something. I'm gonna tap 6 and cast Feast of Succession,
Ah,
Yeah,
which is
nice.
which is why I couldn't have your commander out because that would have been really disgusting.
Yes.
I mean, I would have gotten back 2 gray ogres, Farhaven elf, and had 4 elves, or 4 elves, instead of
I'm
just 4
gonna
elves.
tap a green and a blue, remove a counter, and get a forest. And then all these get exiled under Promise of Tomorrow. The first Sliver is currently a 3/3. Nadier's Nightblade also gets exiled into Promise of Tomorrowland.
Of course it does.
All right. And then I have 4 mana left.
We'll get a forest.
So what do you have? So Stibbs has 4 1/1s, and what do you have, Dylan?
I have the first Sliver, which is a 3/3.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 4, and I'm gonna cast Sakashima's Will, targeting you.
Ooh. You're gaining control of the first Sliver?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh no. Okay, so Sliver is not.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing I could do. I can't have the U out when I blow up the board.
Do you have any other creatures?
Me? No, all I have is the first Sliver now.
No, Dylan.
Oh,
Oh,
I
oh.
now have no creatures, so all my creatures are going to come back. Because Promise of Tomorrow.
Yes.
At Ryan's Inn stuff, yes. Including the Nadier's Nightblade. Because it was exiled with the Promise of Tomorrow ability.
Yes, I got gotten really good when he gave you that with that enchantment out. I don't get that creature back. I get it.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Like I played 2 players this game. I'm not sure.
Right.
Not sure what I'm supposed to do.
So, of the things that have an enter the battlefield trigger, Rex Sage, I'm going to target the food token. Destroy the food token with Rex Sage.
Yep.
Okay. But so Nekusar is gone, so I'm.
Yep.
You are the Monarch, though, so you do draw a Monarch card.
Oh, I do. I didn't even think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
But I draw one, and then I'll have to discard something because I have too much stuff. I'll discard this island.
I need a way to get back my commander.
You could kill it.
I could kill it, yes. So I will draw 1. Oh, this is a way to get it back. You will.
That's a good point. Their toughness would have been reduced.
Tap black and 2 white and a blue, and we will play Magus of the Abyss.
Alrighty.
Yeah, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, you get to choose a creature that will be destroyed. How much more mana we got? We're gonna tap 5 more mana, red, and then black, 2 green, and a plains, and we'll cast Elena Hessig Trapper. And pass turn.
Draw for the turn.
Which elf will die?
They're all the same, so the bottom one.
Cool.
Play a land for the turn. I guess just replay my commander again. For 12 mana. Using Path of Ancestry, so I get to scry one.
Okay.
Doot. Yeah, I'll put that on the bottom. And then I pass again.
All right. Draw a card. Okay, I'm going to play a Gateway Plaza. So now I have a second mountain. That's super good.
Right.
Nice.
And so the first sliver will be destroyed?
Oh, wait, hold on. That's right. Before that happens, I forgot your trigger. So, upkeep, which is before draw. Your thing triggers.
Mm-hmm.
I will respond to the trigger. What creatures do you have, Dylan?
I have an Elena Hessig Trapper, which is the first strike that add target amount of mana based off a creature that entered battle
Right.
this turn. The Kedis, which deals damage to you or to whenever a commander deals damage, deals that much damage to everyone.
Oh, right.
Naughty as Nightblade. The Rex Sage, a Uddling Sliver Trilobite, the Emoti that gives things powers or converted mana cost 6 Cascade, and a Fertile.
What is the power and toughness on the thing that gives things Cascade?
It is a 3/1.
3/1. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to connive and take that 1/1 thing that makes the commanders hit everyone.
Yes.
I'm going to gain control of that, and then I'm going to sack it.
Right.
Okay.
So interesting wording on the Abyss is that you do choose the creature, but it destroys the target. So if you only control like a hexproof creature or an indestructible creature,
yeah, that's interesting.
It cannot destroy a hexproof creature.
No, but if you only have a hexproof creature, you do get to keep it.
That's pretty good.
That is nice.
All right, so I'll play the guild, the Gateway Plaza, and then let's see. Let's go. First Sliver gives all my stuff Cascade. Is that how that works? All my creatures?
All Sliver creatures have
All
Cascade.
Sliver creatures. Okay.
Yes.
So I need a Sliver. All right, so I'll play a Howling Golem. And then I'll pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep. I will choose Rex Sage. Destroy Rex Sage. And draw. So we will do Man Tower.
I'd rather not have him rage quit the game because I murder his commander again. I have a card in my hand that can do it. I'm just not doing it.
Then we will tap 3. It's getting stuck. Tap 3 to play a Farhaven Elf. And we will search for Island. How about the tapped and shuffle? And tap another 2 for a Dregscape Sliver, which has each Sliver creature has Unearth.
Sweet.
And tap. You know what? We will pass.
What's the name of the Unearthed Sliver?
Dregscape. Dreg scape.
Okay. That's cool looking.
Turn. Play another land.
Are you choosing another one of your tokens?
Yeah. The tokens will. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
That is how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I keep forgetting my Monarch trigger too. I'll remember it this turn. I'm going to put my Monarch token over here.
Okay.
I mean, it's understandable. Not the rage, but being upset if just because you can't really feel like you can't do anything all game. If it helps everybody, I'm probably going to attack with Howling Golem next turn. Everybody gets to draw a card.
Nice.
Yay!
If you attack with a 1/1, I'll block and let everybody draw a card.
I'm gonna play Ballad. No, I'm not. Am I? Yeah. I'm gonna play Ballagad Recovery and get back Tenon Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And then I will replay Pen and Blade.
Makes sense.
And then I will equip Pen and Blade.
These are all actions that you're able to do. Who are you equipping it to?
I'm gonna throw it on my nice elf.
Mr. Big Ears, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Floppy. And then I will go to combat.
Okay.
And pass right on through.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm going to Ghastly Demise, the 3/1 guy that gives everything 6 or above Cascade.
Yep. Goodbye, MOT. Are you choosing the Golem or the Sliver? Or something else?
That's a good question. I don't really want to get rid of the Sliver, but Yeah, I'll go ahead and choose the Sliver.
Okay. Goes to command zone and command attacks.
Hey, look, I drew a mountain.
Yay, mountain.
Oh, this is an interesting series of choices now. Okay. I guess I just go for it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to cast Soulfire Eruption.
Woohoo!
And I'm going to target Dylan and Stibbs and basically every creature on the board, except for the Howling Golem.
Okay.
And we'll just see what happens. Last time I did this, I hit everybody in the face for 0. It was great.
So I'm sorry. There's a lot of words on this card. You choose any number of creatures. I've got it. I'm just reading it in the sidebar.
Okay.
Any number of creatures, planeswalkers, or players. So you're choosing all your legal targets, or
Yes, I'm choosing every legal target.
each of them. Exile the top card of your library. You deal damage
Equal to its
permanent
CMC.
mana cost of the card you exile. You exile
Yes.
one at a time, and
Yeah, one at a time
and
for
then
each
all
thing.
Cards you have another turn cycle.
Right.
Okay.
In response, I'm going to tap green and a white, and another green and a white, and remove 2 counters from Fertilid and get 2 lands.
That seems reasonable. Yeah, and then I can play those cards up to the end of my next turn. So it gives me like 1 turn cycle to do it.
Yeah,
all right, we'll
it's
just
kind of like a mega draw card thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through my stuff first?
Sure. Let's do your face first then.
Okay. Face.
Fleshbag Marauder. You take 3.
Yep.
Okay, let's do Elf with Pen and Blade. Oh, you want to do that one? Okay, we'll do that one. Commander Sphere.
Okay, so there's 3 damage on that.
3 damage on that. 1/1 Elf takes 5 from a Alina.
Okay.
Other Elf takes 2 from a Sky Diamond.
Okay. It'll end up dying once the spell finishes resolving and that goes. So
Yeah. Okay, Dylan's face.
Okay.
Blasphemous Act, take 9.
Oh! 21. See, that's a nice blasphemous act. Oh man.
Okay. Let's see. What's next? We'll just go left to right. What's that guy there?
Scuttling Sliver.
Scuttling Sliver gets hit with a War Room. Takes no damage. It's a land. It's 0.
Okay. And then a Dregscape Sliver.
Takes 3 from Victimize.
Okay, so that would die. Farhaven Elf.
Farhaven Elf takes 3 from Thief of Sanity.
Yep. Nadier's Nightblade.
Takes 3 from An Ocean Rain.
Back to Stibbs' Graveyard.
Next.
Next is Elena Kessig Trapper.
Takes 0 from a Swamp.
Okay. And then Magus of the Abyss.
Takes 7 from a Meteor Golem.
Oh, okay. Magus is gone.
Okay, and I think that's all.
I believe that's all the legal targets. Yeah, it resolves.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Cool. So I will be able to return a creature with toughness less than 3
Yes.
to my hand.
Let's see.
I will get the Numa. I'll get Numa, draw your chieftain again.
Okay. What does that one do again? Is that the 2/2 elf?
It's a 2/2 elf, and then at the beginning of combat on my turn, I can pay XX, and if I do, I distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target elves.
Okay. So I'm going to go to combat. If I attack with my Howling Golem and let everybody draw a card, are you going to block it?
No, you can hit me.
Okay, I will hit you for 2 with the Howling Golem and let everybody draw a card.
We'll all draw. Awesome.
Okay, and then
You just domed somebody for 9. I think I can take 2 and draw a card.
That was wonderful. Like, I mean, like,
that was the best flip. Like, that's crazy.
Blasphemous act to deal me 9. Hilarious.
All right, then after combat, I'm gonna cast Victimize from this pile of exiled cards, and I'm gonna sack the Howling Golem,
Yeah.
and I'm going to return. Let's return Arami of the Dead Tide and and Humble Defector. And then I will end my turn. I will draw my card for Monarch and pass.
All right.
That was my turn.
Level 2. There we go. Raw. How many ones do we got? Got a lot. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm not sure what trigger you were talking about. His 3/3 elf died, so
Yeah,
he got
hopefully it gets
the trigger from that.
Oh no. Okay. So we're gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll tap 9, cast us a first sliver, begin the cascade, forest, island, opposition agent.
Okay, well that's got to die.
Yes. Opposition agent goes on the stack to be cast.
Opposition agent cares about searching libraries?
Yes.
Yes.
If I will control you when you search, and when you search, you exile each card you find, and I may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. And they spend mana as though it were any color to play them.
Neat.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you don't search your library, it doesn't do anything. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I will tap 3.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to cast Blasphemous Act on my turn.
Everything's going to die again. Yep.
Everything's
Tap 3. I will tap 3 to play Tago Goblin Weaponsmith.
Stop
I will.
the rock. You can't stop the rock. You can't stop.
I will play a forest land drop. We get ourselves a rock equipment, which I know I have.
After seeing Togo in action, I can say for sure he rocks.
Oh, I mean, it's what. I undervalued the rock, and then it was like, no, I will not undervalue this rock. Come on.
I often imagine like theme songs for different commanders. Like Colfenor is like Gangnam Style. Like it just won't go away. It just keeps drawing things back. I feel like Togo with like the lightning in the background. It's like Thunderstruck, like some AC/DC, some nice rock.
Yes, indeed. It does cost.
I keep going with the rock font.
Hmm. So we'll tap one. Just into the battlefield. So we will equip Scuttling Sliver with the rock, and we'll leave up rock damage for the blast from this axe.
What is the rock? I'm sorry.
The rock is an equipment which has
Oh, right.
pay one, tap, sacrifice it, throw rock, deal 2 damage, equip cost of 1.
I don't want a rock thrown at me.
Untap, keep draw. Going to play land for the turn. I've not been hurting for mana the whole game. That is for absolutely sure.
I had that Soulfire Eruption in my hand the entire game, just waiting for a third red to be able to play it.
Oh.
Yeah, Soulfire Eruption is fantastically funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's so wonderful.
I'm going to pay 3 mana to play a Relic Vial. Going to pay 3 mana. I finally started to draw a couple interesting cards, but I don't have any creatures to do things with them. Staff of Domination.
Oh, that's a card too.
Go get my power.
Yeah. And then I will let's see. I think with my 3/7 I can poke check at you, see if you block Ryan.
I'm not gonna block, so I will take 3.
Okay.
And it's commander damage.
Yep. And then I can pay 4 mana to give it +1/+1, which is nowhere near enough for Blasphemous Act. So I will pass and see what happens on your big turn, Ryan.
I have no idea what's gonna happen here. You have
a lot of things to choose from.
He has so many things out that it's hard to not want a Blasphemous Act. And also, if I don't Blasphemous Act, it's gone after this turn. So,
yeah.
What is? How many creatures does each person have right now? You just have that one, and I have these 2, and then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
He has 5. Because the rightmost thing is his Amorphous Axe, and then he has something equipped with a rock, and then Opposition Agent, Togo, the first Sliver, and that red. I think the red Ranger, that when a creature enters battlefield, you can pay. No, that's green.
So there are 8 things. So there are 8 things on the board. So I can Blasphemous Act for 1.
Yeah, you get the free roll.
Why would my creatures be tapped? I cast them last turn and didn't do anything. Is there a reason why my creatures should be tapped? Somebody in my stream thinks that they should be.
Victimize brings them back to the battlefield tap, but they're going to untap on your turn.
Oh, right. Okay. So I couldn't have blocked anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to play a land from this exile zone because it doesn't make sense not to. So I'll play this War Room.
Yep. Yeah, you get to play the flames. Play the cards. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So what I want to do is kind of nutty. Let's see. Just to clarify, Dylan, you have 5 creatures, right?
I do have 5 creatures. Yes.
Oop. I just lost my earpiece. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the Humble Defector, and I'm going to give that to Stibbs again to draw 2 cards. Then I'm going to tap a Rumi of the Dead Tide. So exile cards from my graveyard equal to the number of opponents I have. So I'll exile 2 cards. Target creature card in my graveyard gains Encore until end of turn. Alright, I'm going to exile this island and this swamp. And I'm going to target Coercive Recruiter.
Ah.
And I'm going to Encore it. So exile the creature and pay its mana cost. For each opponent, create a token copy that attacks a Fable. They gain haste. Sacrifice them. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the way I think this works is I get 2 guys that both come into play, and they both trigger, and they both see each other. So I should get 4 creatures. Because each one sees itself and the other pirate.
It does see the other pirate, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will take Kessig. What is it? Athena, or whatever her name is.
Yep.
Alina. I will take your first Sliver.
Yep.
I will take... What's the next biggest thing?
Would be this opposition agent is a 3/2 or this scuttling sliver. Both of these are 2/2.
Okay, I'll take Opposition Agent, and then I'll take Stibbs as commander.
Okay, with the target on the stack,
Yep.
I will pay 2 and tap to sacrifice my own Colfenor.
Okay.
Draw a card
Okay.
and return something with toughness to my hand, which is going to be...
I mean, if I'm going to blow it up with Blasphemous Act, that seems good.
Yeah. Like either. I mean, I'm not going to have a blocker either way, so I might as well draw a card and take maybe slightly less damage.
Right.
Draw, and then I draw a card.
Okay, so I will move to combat. I'm gonna attack Stibbs with the 2 3/3 pirates and the opposition agent, so 9 total. And I'm going to attack Dylan with the other 11.
Right. Because of the Encore, one of the pirates has to attack me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, one of the pirates will attack you. One of the pirates will attack him. Opposition agent will attack Stibbs and Alina. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. So you each take 10. It's even.
Okay. I will block the first Sliver with Tago.
Okay.
And so the opposition agent, the pirate is coming at me.
Yes, there's a pirate, a 3/3 pirate. Sorry, it's a 4/3 pirate. It's not a 3/3.
No worries. Yep, the 4/3 pirate will be blocked by Scuttling Sliver.
Okay.
Yeah, backing up a half step, I'm going to pay 4 and use Staff of Domination to tap the Encore pirate that has to attack me.
Okay.
And then I can pay 1 to untap the Staff of Domination and 3 more to untap the 2/1 you gave me.
Okay.
And I can use that to...
So you still have an opposition agent and Alina or whatever her name is coming at you.
How big is she? What is her name?
Elena.
4/3
She's a 4/3 with first strike.
Okay. I will throw uh, the defector in front of Elena, so I'll end up getting hit by the agent.
Okay, for 3.
Okay.
And then you're taking none because you blocked both creatures, Dylan?
There were only 2. Oh, right. The 4/3, and then, yep, I'm taking none. I will tap the Scuttling Sliver to throw a rock at your face, Ryan,
Okay.
for 2.
My face has been rocked. All right. Okay. So we go to the end of combat. So what's left? The 2 pirates are still alive. Azumi's still alive, or whatever. Yeah, Azumi. And you have 3 creatures that are left.
Yes.
So there's 6 total creatures. So now Blasphemous Act costs 3. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Blasphemous Act.
Hmm.
Talk about that. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, no kidding. And then
The Sliver will go to Command Zone.
okay, then I'll tap 3 and play a Commander Sphere. And then I will tap 3 and play a Thief of Sanity. And then I'll end my turn and all the rest of the cards will get exiled.
Right. Monarchy card. Tap.
And then draw a card for Monarch.
Keep.
And I have to discard some stuff here. This and that.
Which mana do I got? I'll tap a black and a white, and I will cast down the Thief of Sanity.
You're going to cast it down.
Yes.
But it's flying.
It is flying. All right. It gets cast down. Thunk.
Okay. And then let's see.
I don't know why you hate my Thief of Sanity.
7, 9, 11, 12, 13. Definitely enough. We will tap 11. 4, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to cast the commander again. Let us begin the Cascade Train. Rejuvenating Springs. My own Soulfire Eruption. Definitely not. An Apex Devastator. Too big. Tempered Sliver. So Tempered Sliver will cast, but because First Sliver has not entered the battlefield, it won't have Cascade. Yeah, it will not. And so, goodbye Apex Devastator and Soulfire.
Which Sliver is that?
This is the Sliver, Tempered Sliver.
Tempered.
It's a 2/2. Whenever a Sliver creature deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Sliver. And with that, we'll pass turn.
All right. With all of these lands, I wish I had like Kamal, Fist of Krosa, or something to like turn them into
Right?
a
Or
victory.
Nissa.
Yeah, Nissa would be great. Let's make some bodies. All right, draw a card for the turn. Okay.
I think it might be time for Nekusar to make another appearance.
Deal us that damage. Draw those cards.
Everybody likes cards. I know Stibbs has just a huge handful of stuff. Oh,
So pay 6 to play Nadir.
oh yeah, I remember that one.
I'll play Numa. There are Elf Warriors. Play my land for the turn. Pay 5. For Alharu. Alharu's a 3/3. When enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other creatures. And then whenever a creature I control with a +1/+1 counter dies, a non-token creature I control with a +1/+1 counter dies, I make you 1/1 flying spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was naughtier, and that's a fun engine.
So many tokens.
And then that will be my turn.
All right. Okay, draw my card. That's kind of spicy. All right, I'll play a mountain. And then I'll play Singer, the Dark Baron.
Ah,
Ladyboy.
Yeah, that seems fun with your token engine going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
So my commander is 9 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, look, I have exactly enough. Commander time. Pass.
I've returned the reminder to my library.
okay.
Draw
So
those cards.
I will untap,
Draw
draw
for
2
Monarch.
cards, and take 2. Okay, I'll go back to 19. Nothing I have has reach. Sad. Okay.
I mean, as long as
Well,
nothing dies, Singer's not that big.
true. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, we don't want that. We'll tap 6 like so. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play boarding party, which will cascade and into an ancient animus. So yeah, I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on the first sliver, and I'm going to have it fight.
I wouldn't recommend that.
And this is, it's like it's probably going to be Singir, but yeah, it's going to fight Singir. Yep.
All
So
right.
it has 6 damage marked on it. It's not attacking.
I purposefully didn't kill your commander this last turn, and look what it got me.
I did, yeah. Okay. How much mana we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do we do with this mana? We will tap 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to cast. This would have been nice with the Modi, but for 8, we'll cast Sundering Titan. Good old 7/10. And
Wow.
so I'm going to choose. Or does it resolve? I guess you're both tapped. No. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a counter spell in my white, black, green
True.
deck.
Uh,
I guess the ban list doesn't apply.
No, because it's sealed.
Sure.
As far as I know, it doesn't apply, but I could
or
be
was
wrong.
there a different ban list with the Ikoria or the other? Am I thinking? I'm
It's
confusing
not.
all
It's
these.
not a set ban list. He's talking about the actual like commander ban list has Sundering Titan on it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know the answer.
There's a couple cards I didn't play just because like the mechanics are rough. Like I opened an opposition agent, but I'm not playing it because it's just super annoying and obnoxious to try to play like that. Its effect over digital.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I assume I have a mountain and an island, and nobody else does, right?
Right. I also have a mountain and island, but I will not choose my own lands. And I will choose Stibbs a swamp, a forest.
Yeah. One of each. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I know what it does. I've never ever wanted to see this card ever cast. It's just super great.
And we will pass.
At the end of your turn, Skywhaler shot Sundering Titan.
Right. And so we will choose another island and mountain of Ryan's, and then another.
Wait.
And yes, swamp, flames, and
Yeah,
forest.
there's no way around it. Super fun. sorry, it's just super fun that you opened a card that gets to wipe out, everyone else's mana bases in a game. In the format that, is not really great for that. Sure. Yeah. Cool. I will not get to ever cast my commander again. Draw. Doot, doot, doot. All right.
And you drew 2, right?
Oh yeah, Nekusar's still around.
Yeah, Nekusar's out.
I will use Terramorphic Expanse and get a forest. Doot. I will play 3 mana to Grim Tutor.
Okay.
The one exciting card I got to add today.
I think I added like 4 cards out of Throne.
There's 4 cards out of Double Masters as well. And that's a full art Grim Tutor?
Yeah, it was like in it wasn't like in the rare slot, it was in like whatever the kind of sort of bonus slot is in the pack.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Ghastly Demise came out of Throne. Maybe? Or no, maybe it came out of Commander Legends box.
What does Ghastly Demise do again? I know it destroys something, right?
Yeah, it just destroys a non-black creature with toughness less than the number of cards in my graveyard, which right now is like 40 something.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got one of those in my deck. I think that's Commander Legends.
Ghastly Demise is nice. 1 mana destroy instant.
Okay, Foreboding Fruit came out of Throne of Eldraine, and so did that Feast of Succession. Yeah, that one was a Throne card, I think. No, it does. No, that one's Commander Legends. It has to be. There's no Monarch in Throne.
All right, and then and then I will play a Tabarax, Hope's Demise. So 2/2 flying. It gets bigger when non-token creatures I control die, and then
It has lifelink as long as it's 5 or bigger.
and yeah,
okay.
it gets lifelink once it has enough counters.
Okay, well at least it doesn't get counters when your tokens die, because that would be really gross.
Yes.
I will go to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 2 and put a +1/+1 counter on Nadir.
Okay.
Seems like a safe place to park 2 mana, and then I will go out of combat
Okay.
and pass the turn.
All right. I will draw 2. I'm going to play a command tower. I'm going to play an artillery sphere. Let's see if we could do something fun here. I'm going to pay 3 or 4. I'm going to cast Experimental Frenzy. Oh, that's a fun card. 3, 4. I'll play Revenge of Ravens.
Yeah.
And I will pass turn.
All right. Untap. Keep. Draw 2 cards and lose 2. We'll play Opal Palace. And tap. Path of Ancestry for red. Plains. And a swamp. We will play Lava Belly Sliver. And we will Cascade, looking for something that's 2, 1, or 0.
You have a couple slivers in your deck. That's not bad. Did they all come out of
They
Time
came
Spiral
out
or
of
whatever?
one pack. That was the craziness. Like the first sliver pack had like the 3 other or 4 other slivers all at a time. It was just like this odd pack. Rupture Spire, Force of Vigor, Mana Drain.
Oh, there you go. So you can
Yeah.
mana drain your sliver.
I could Mana Drain my sliver. No, it's gonna go to the bottom. In a random order. And so Lava Belly Sliver will enter, and for its ability, it's going to deal 1 to you, Ryan, and I will gain 1 life.
Okay.
We'll
Lava
tap
Belly.
an Opal Palace and a swamp, and then an island and a plains, and we'll play Inbling.
The Black Morphling.
Don't have too much black mana up. Instead, we will tap 3 to play a Haunted Cloak. And we will tap 1 to equip said Haunted Cloak to the first sliver. Give it Vigilance and Trample. We'll tap 3 for 1. I will go to combat, and I will swing the first sliver for 8 at Ryan, and I will
Okay.
take 1 for Revenge of Ravens.
Yep, I'll gain 1, and then I'll lose how much?
8.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's
it
commander
will
damage,
get
so...
a counter on it per Tempered Sliver. I will become the commander, or well, not the commander, the monarch. I have no cards in hand. I will go to instep and draw a card.
Take another damage.
And yep, Nekusar plus monarchy. Ooh. Oh wow.
All right. After the Nekusar trigger resolves, I'm going to murder the first sliver.
Yep. Murdered. To the command zone it will go.
I will draw 2 and take 2. Oop.
I totally deserve for you waiting until after he smacks me in the face for 8.
Yes. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, is there any political or, like, kind of neutral? No, I would have moved it if it hit me. I let you see what you would do with it if it hit you.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Apex Devastator.
Yeah.
Is that the quad cascade guy?
Yeah, that's what I tutored for. I'm like, well, let me
That's
see. Let me
that's
see
one way to get
some value.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one way to get some value.
I get Miara of the Thorn, Rambunctious Mutt, Thorn of the Black Rose, and goodness, and Slurk, the all-ingesting.
Yes.
Was that just the top 4 off your deck? That's funny.
That's a fun group of 4.
All right, I can blow up an artifact or enchantment. We will remove the Haunted Cloak. That seems wise.
Yes.
Okay, you also become the Monarch, Stibbs.
I become the Monarch. I drew this token weeks ago, and I still have it.
Oh, that's an awesome token.
It's a really sweet token drawing.
Yeah, I was excited with what it looked like on the screen. I'm like, I guess I'm going to keep this for like 2 months. Although, to be fair, Revenge of Ravens is also a juicy target, but like, if I'm attacking with a 10, it seems fine to take 1.
That does seem reasonable.
Yeah, the Monarch. I have a dog. I have 10. What do I want to do now? I wish I had 1 more mana available. Wait, did I tap enough? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I needed 10. Sorry about that.
No worries. And Slurk has 5 +1/+1 counters on it.
Does.
Yeah, Slurk has 5, and then whenever another creature I control dies, if I had +1/+1 counters on it, I put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control that has a +1/+1 counter on it. +1/+1 counter.
That's a lot of +1/+1 counter.
It is. All right, so there's 5.
Interesting.
And then you have the elf that whenever an elf dies, you can pay 1.
And 1 life, and if I do, I draw a card. I'm going to, which is with Nekusar out, basically paying 2 life.
Yep.
Instead, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to use the last 2 mana I have to put a +1/+1 counter onto Mihara.
Okay.
Mhm.
I need another Blasphemous Act.
Ryan, do you have flyers right now?
I do not have any flyers.
I will attack you in the air for 2.
With what?
Torberax, my 2/2
Oh,
flyer.
right. Yeah, the
If went
growing
non-token,
guy.
you can get.
Yep, got it.
Because at the end of the turn, I will draw for the monarch and take 1. Go ahead.
Yep. At the end of your turn, I'm gonna crack the armillary sphere, because I don't want to draw what's on top of my deck. And I'll put an island and a mountain. In my hand that I can't play because of the experimental frenzy. All right. Untap. These are in my hand. I don't have any problem with swamps, though. I have plenty of those. Draw a card for turn. Okay, now I'm going to look at the top card. Well, that's pretty good. I'll tap 6. And I'll cast Rakisha Debaser.
Yes.
That's also interesting. I don't know. What do you think is Stibbs' biggest threat? Is it the guy that creates a bunch of 1/1s, or is it the 10/10?
That's the question, is like, because the 10/10 has no trample or other things.
Right. It's just a big butt.
Right. It's
Um,
like
Hey,
Nadia, like
trying his best. That's what he is. Okay.
he did get a lot of good stuff out. And so like, yes.
he did. I wonder if Slurp is actually like the problem.
And I would lean towards Slurk as well, because like with all of his things dying, it's just gonna make Nadia and all the other ones bigger.
All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna confiscate Slurk.
Okay. Like, I have a lot of stuff, but I don't have a victory condition.
Play my land for the turn. And pass my turn because I'm not going to attack with my commander.
All right. Untap. Upkeep, draw 2 cards, and lose 2 life. And Stibbs, you are the monarch?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is silly. Do we do it?
I got to discard a bunch of stuff.
We will
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine.
play a mountain. Mountain. And then we will tap. We got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That is a lot of
8,
mana.
9,
Oh, you're still
10.
going. Okay.
11, 12, 13 to pay the extra mana for Opal Palace. No,
Is this?
I will
Are
have
you
to
casting
pay
your
an
commander?
additional mana. 14 to cast my commander. It will enter with an additional 4 counter, or I guess this is the 5th time casting. So is that 5 counters?
Yeah. Or no.
My brain is always like with Opal Palace. I will Cascade first. Kodama unfortunately costs more. Slaughter the Strong. This this time I think I will slaughter the Strong.
The first sliver costs 5 mana,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you couldn't end up with an even.
You're right.
So Opal Palace, I'm tapping an additional 1 to have the counters into it, like to do the filter
Oh.
effect of Opal
Right.
Palace.
Okay.
Yes, apologies.
You spent 14 mana, but it's 13 to cast your commander.
It's
Got it.
13 to cast plus the 1. Yes, apologies. I should have clarified.
I thought you had overpaid. My bad.
No worries. So I'm cascading though into Slaughter the Strong. And I will tap 1 black mana to give Indling Undying. And then the other 2 creatures I choose are Lava Belly Sliver and Tempered Sliver for my power of 4. And I will sacrifice the rest.
Oh, I see how this works. So we each choose any number with a total power of 4 or less.
Yes.
Well, the cat demon will never go to that, and then Slurk. So I guess I just keep my commander. Slurk and the demon go.
Okay. For me, it's Indling and the boarding party, but Indling has Undying, so it will come back with the +1/+1 count. Stibs.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this for a second.
Somehow his board is going to explode into elves. There's going to be like a billion elves now.
There's going to be too many elves, yeah.
All right. I will keep Thorn of the Black Rose and Tabaraks.
Oh yeah, that seems good.
So these will go away. I will get 5 elves, 3 spirits, and 6 counters onto Tabaraks.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
That's a big flyer now.
And Slurk goes away, right? And you didn't have anything with +1/+1 counters, right, Ryan?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Kodama will go to the bottom in a random order. And as this is the 5th time I've cast the first sliver will be a 12/12.
I am glad I got rid of the cloak.
The cloak was yes.
Yeah, for real.
And it will deal 1 damage to Ryan, and I will gain 1 life for Lava Belly Sliver.
All right.
Okay, we have 1/1. One floaty.
Oh yeah, because they fly, right?
Yeah, I have 3 of those. And then I have a 1/1 Elfie. I have 5 of those.
And I will pass to Stibs.
I'm really glad I have these drag race tokens because it would be like
For real.
impossible.
I love the Infinite tokens. They're great.
Exactly.
Okay. Untap. Draw 2 and I take 2, right?
Yep. Did you take 2 as well,
I
Dylan?
I was at 13. Did not take my 2. I gained 1 from the lava belly sliver, but I did not. Right.
Okay.
I'm at 13.
I will play land.
I'm in a weird position where the experimental frenzy, like I have a bunch of stuff in my hand, but none of it's as good as what I've been pulling off the top of my deck.
Mhm.
I'm going to pay 4 to equip Pen and Blade to Tabaraks.
Ah,
That's a problem.
that's a big old problem.
Uh,
As if he weren't big enough as it was.
and then 8, 9, 12, 17. It's currently 17, 17. All right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Hmm. Go to combat.
Okay.
Ryan.
Figured. Dylan, save me.
With my 1 mana, I
Unsummon is a card.
unsummoned the card.
It is, but it's not a red card.
It is not a red card. Okay.
How do I...
That big old flyer, though.
Oh, I guess you have to mark that. Or do I mark it here? There we go. There we go.
And then
Right. Stibbs takes the 1 from the ravens, and then,
Yeah, you do lose 1 for the Raven.
right. You are still the monarch, but you get to draw that card without any Nekusar damage.
yeah, I'm gonna pass and draw a card.
Untap. What do I draw?
Oh man, my turn would have been great too.
Oh, and it has lifelink, so I gain 17. I'm at 27.
817. Oh man.
I was going to be able to cast Necrotic Hex off the top of my deck.
Oh. That's a feel. I will tap a forest. I will cycle a tranquil thicket to draw a card. And I will play a mountain and GG Stips.
You don't. Oh, because you have no cards in hand. You're gassed out.
And no flyer.
I have no flyers. I have a forceful denial, so I can count, but then a Vault of the Champions that would have entered the battlefield tapped, as I only have 1 opponent now. I have a menace thing, but you have a bunch of creatures. I have no trample or evasion.
So if you hadn't cascaded and cast Slaughter the Strong, I was going to cast Slaughter the Strong.
Ah! The free spell helped. Yes, that is the fun of chaos.
But if you hadn't cascaded, you would have drawn it that turn, and I would have lost Carbrax, which totally changes how that final turn goes.
Mm. With the lifelink too, though, it's like houses. Very good and very nice. Good game.
So Pen and Blade has now won me 2 of my 3 games just because it makes something big.
Right.
Yes.
Like that's
I actually
80% of like a game ending.
I actually had cards in my hand to kill the thing. I just didn't have the mana to do it.
Right.
That was my gamble. Like I was kind of afraid of what would happen with like another round of Cascade and like maybe like a targeted removal spell. Like then I have a bunch of squishy tokens against the Sliver army. But like I just felt in my soul that you had like a removal spell or some way of dealing with it if you got your mana back.
I did. I would have had to bust the experimental frenzy to cast the spark whatever in my hand to kill it, but I could have done that, and then like I said, Necrotic Hex was on top of my deck, so that would have been like the go-to play. It was the second card down, so I would have drew my one for the turn, and then that would have been the one on top.
How many lands were left in my deck?
I don't know, but I only drew 2 mountains, I think, the whole game, or maybe 3. That seemed bad.
So you had all those swamps by the end of it.
I had like every swamp in my deck, I think, and then. All right. Well, I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I am gonna go. Good game, guys.
Thank you for the game.
Yep.
Thank you both for the game.
Yep. Thanks,
That was
guys.
bonkers.
And to good evening and still.
Whoop, back real quick. Yeah, that game was kind of crazy. It was a little bit unfun towards the middle. Like, you got to expect that people are going to blow up your stuff when you're playing Commander. That's kind of like how the game works. You can't just like build a huge, ginormous board and then, expect everything to stick around. But yeah, I don't know what packs, if any, I'm going to add this week. I think we have a week off because of Christmas and everything. I think we might. I'm not sure. So I am going to stream some more other stuff this upcoming week. I'm going to probably stream a couple solo board games and see how that goes. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll see you next time.